Bless me, I'm so sorry, everyone. Especially Chadwick. And hello, and welcome back to Dragon Age Origins. Last time, well, once everything loads up, the game will tell you what happened last time. But things did took a turn. So make sure the right save's loading up. Yep. Oh no, actually good thing I didn't catch the wrong save. Malone is my as another character I'm working on as part of the fanfic. But anyway, here we go. This is what happened last time. Alanda, Queen Noise Mason has come to you and thank you for getting rid of it, game. You're welcome. I'm not flipping off the game. Can't believe I took it off the screen as I was reading it. Hey, young man. Oh, hello. Chadwick's like, I'm gonna help you stream, Daddy. I see, oh, what's his name? Can't read his name now. Oh, Femi killed the guard. But anyway, let's go into the dungeon. And that's where the maid is. She's provoked the barrier to stop you from getting under there. Hello, darling. Oh, you're so beautiful. I missed you. Does have a doggy to help? Or what? Doggo. Doggo. Nope. Yes, doggo.
I can't do that.
I don't think I ever made it this far with the disguises on. Let's see what happens.
Who goes?
Quick, kidding around, you know me.
You think you're clever, do you?
Yes.
Anybody tries to come in here without Hal's say-so, we get to do what we like with them. I think we finally got a bit of entertainment here, lads.
No bit.
All right, we'll order that.
All right.
Got it.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Can I get the ladder so you can get off my back? Now it's better than later. All right. Got it. So you can get off my back?
Sorry, I shouldn't do that. Thank you for the cuddle. Oh, you're lovely. Thank you, young man.
I think we work well together.
My sweet boy. You have to. Oh, I get it. Why can't I unlock that for? Then my brain's went. Oh, I know why. You have to go through the long way. Actually, have people to rescue. Who knows what we'll find, and what poor people has held captive in this nasty little dungeon of his. Oh, one thing you probably would have had in this dungeon which you won't get in this game. I don't know if you guys remember the first episode, but that little bastard Vaughn. Yes, he's not going to be there. Remember, we killed him.
Get on.
Oh, I feel bad for killing the doggos.
Now is better than later.
I didn't insta-kill him. Bum.
All right. I'm sorry. Am I too quick for you? Excellent.
What I need to do, especially before the final battle, set the mages so whenever their health potions are low, they top themselves off.
Done. Anything else? That about wraps it up.
One more chest.
It is done.
Why is some stuff getting really crap though? Oh. Nasty bunch.
Don't leave me here. Get me out of here.
Okay.
That's an order.
Don't order me around.
Is this supposed to be a lesson? Did my father think it funny to leave me for so long before sending you?
Unless your father's Arlim and he didn't send me.
You move in August company, stranger. I am Oswin, son of Ban Sigurd, of the Dragon's Peak Banner. If you aren't one of our soldiers, pray tell me, who should I be thanking for my rescue?
I'm Darren of the Grey Wardens.
Then I have no question about why you would come, Warden. For it is your men who have suffered the most here. You have my heartfelt gratitude. And I assume the gratitude of the entire Dragon's Peak Banner. If my father sent no one after me, I can only assume that he does not yet know the true colors of the snakes he is allied with. But if you talk to him, I'm certain he would offer you any reward you might ask.
Will your father side against Logan at Landsmeeting?
Then there is a Landsmeet after all.
So I don't.
Hal said the Isle of Redcliffe was dead, and the Landsmeet called off. I swear, if there be any forum to speak out against Logain, my father will be there. Now, please, I must try to get to him. I cannot see the last of this place too soon.
It's okay, you go back to sleep if you want. It's okay, it's okay. It's okay. Just a bit unsure, I'm scared what you're going to do. So my cat's very shy, so I'm just trying to keep him calm.
More enemies.
If you didn't have Jordan's that I did, the City Elf, in here, I think at this door
Finished. Now
would
what
have
do you want?
been Zoran, cousin, but might seem
Sounding horns for retreat. Do you hear it? Do you hear the dogs howling?
I don't hear the dogs howling, but you're free.
They said to retreat. The horn sounded and we turned, and then the screams. We rode and they screamed and screamed and...
What do you mean retreat? Were you at Ostagar?
Mother, can you smell the blood? They said it was only Darkspawn. But we ate them too. They died. And we left them. In the swamp. The witch. The witch!
He's obviously mad. I don't think you'll get anything more out of him.
You're free now. Go to my safe.
Safe? Is there a safe? Perhaps next door.
What's this place done, these poor people?
Are you happy?
Why am I getting such city gear?
Well, well, the Grey Warden. I must say I'm surprised Eamon would condone you invading my castle and murdering my men. Is he losing faith in the persuasive powers of his Landsmeet?
I'm here for Honora.
The traitorous bitch has you under her thumb. Honora does love games. I'm surprised she'd play with the likes of you. You should have left when you had the chance, Warden. Slunk off to the Anderfells to hide with the rest of your kind. This Landsmeet is a farce. Loghain will triumph, and you will die.
The only person who's gone is you, how?
Let's see what you're made of!
Make her spit on you. I deserved more.
No, you didn't. Get fucked. Maybe someone I know will like that. I wish he didn't have this hitman's mark on me. I believe in here, one of these doors would have found Vaughn, but I killed Vaughn, that rapist bastard.
Mercy on your faithful servant. Andraste, Bride of the Maker, have mercy on me. I'll stun her. Is that you, little sister? No, I don't know you, do I? Are you real?
Are you alright?
Stun? I don't know. Where is my sister? Have you seen her? I'm Erminric, Knight Lieutenant of the Denerim Chantry. You aren't one of the Terns men?
He sounds like he's in lyrium withdrawal. He's got all the signs, confusion, weepiness. He probably doesn't even know what he's saying. If the Grand Cleric knew he were in here, she'd be spitting hot coals. Nobles don't have authority over Templars.
I failed in my duties, Maker. Forgive me. I failed, and there's no telling what he's done.
Who are you talking about?
The Malefica. He had turned blood magic upon Templars and Circle Mages to escape from his tower. Near Redcliffe, I cornered him, but the Terns men took him from me and brought me here.
Malefica, what's his name, Jowan?
Yes. He destroyed his phylactery. We were spread out, trying to find him. I was alone. You are real, aren't you? My dreams are so strange now. Please, if you're not a dream, help me.
You realise the door is open, right? You're free.
No one can free me from failure, save blessed Andraste.
What do you want me to do?
Give this ring to my sister Alstan. Tell her I'm sorry. Please, ask her to pray for me.
I've got to hand that ring to Ostella. I think we met on Ostella and we're back on Ostella now. It was in the Lord Noble Tavern, wasn't it?
That about wraps it up.
That's it. Completes the loop now. Anyway, let's get back to Honora now. So hopefully she should be free now. Because there's a major had a barrier up that was blocking her. You were like...
Finished. Now what do you want?
We can skip it one free Honora.
I'll get on it.
My thanks.
I a little short to be before I go.
I look more the part than you do. We must go quickly and avoid notice. If House people find me, I'll be killed. And my people will insist on escorting me back to the palace, where my father may also have me killed. Shh! You'll draw attention to us.
Oh shit.
Warden, in the name of the Regent, I am placing you under arrest for the murder of Rendon Howe and his men-at-arms. Surrender, and you may be shown mercy.
I'll stand down, but you don't know the whole story.
Why stop now? Calthrion is all that stands between us and freedom.
Are you sure this is what you wish?
Killing them just reinforces Logan's lies about me.
I'm surprised this ended peacefully. Bring the Wardens. Loghain doesn't care about the rest.
And we've been locked up.
Eamon, we have a problem.
We have very little time for chat. We need to work out a plan.
Calm down. What has happened?
The Wardens have been captured.
What? How could this happen?
Never mind that. The question is how to free him.
Surely you mean them, Your Highness. We need Alistair too.
Yes, of course, I meant Alistair too. Calthrion will take him to Fort Draken. Getting inside will be no small feat.
Indeed. But I believe two people know a way to get inside.
Oh, you're awake. I was starting to worry.
You okay? Where are we?
I'm not entirely sure. It's not the Royal Palace dungeon, I think. Too orderly. Fort Draken, perhaps. That doesn't really bode well for us.
The others are coming, don't worry.
Who do you think will come?
I'm sure that Morgan will come for me.
Oh, I wish I could see that. One person assaulting Fort Draken all alone.
Liliana will probably come too.
I hope you're right.
What do we stand disapproved 15? Asked for us surrendered, weren't it?
Here.
State your business.
We have come to perform last rites for a condemned prisoner.
What for? Mother Augustine is already here.
Let us pray, sister.
Maker, forgive these godless souls. They know not what they do. Spare them your wrath, and do not torment them with boils, festering rashes, and lesions.
Although they call into question your wish to show compassion to the wretched, do not deprive them of compassion when they are in need.
All right. Wait over there. I'll get the captain to let you in. Maker's breath.
Fate truly has a sense of humor. That tale should have fooled no one. If you believe that, you are a bigger fool than those guards.
All right, what's this about?
We have been sent to minister the chant for the prisoners here.
How many priests does it take to pray for a handful of wretched criminals? Fine. I'm not one to argue with the chantry. Be on your business.
What now?
Perpetual sacrifice, pray for us. Sing our names to the Maker that he send us light in these dark times. Oh, I wasn't expecting... Did Boam send you? I already told her I'm old, not dead. I can handle the work here perfectly well.
I'm sorry.
I've served the Chantry longer than she has. And what do I get? Wouldn't you like to retire, Mother Augustine? Retire? I have not spent 30 years ministering to the condemned to spend my days gardening and tatting lace, I'll tell you that. Preposterous idea.
I had no idea we were being sent here to slight you. That's unconscionable.
It's an offense against the Maker is what it is. And it's about time I did something about it. Be good enough to mind the chapel for me, would you, dear? I'm going to give that woman a piece of my mind.
Bye! Tend to mind the chapel whilst you're going. You keep the chapel comfy, young man. You're a good boy, aren't you? Chad? Oh, good boy. Gone.
What's the point of putting ballistae inside the fort?
Some officer probably thought it was a good idea.
Whatever you want, go talk to the sergeant. Unless you're the king himself, come back from the grave, or Queen Honora's long-lost twin, leave us alone.
Oh, so this is what got done.
What did you do?
feel like if there's enough weather.
I'll do it.
We can check out the disguises now, so... Hey, sleepy boy.
It's your time to die! Begin the onslaught!
Why does the dog have cash on it? So a moment to get the gear. Don't check if I need to get the gear first.
As you like. Of course.
Ha-ha! Another battle axe!
Die, mongrel!
Even you're calling a mongrel. Just getting very distracted this stream. I just want to
Always attracting danger.
You will run, fear me! I never liked this part.
I am.
Enemy in front. Watch out. I shall. On my way.
Let us end this!
I finished.
Be wary.
It's done.
Stop your drooling and save some dignity, fool. Like, we are victorious again.
What's next? It's done.
Come quickly, Warden, though I doubt you are inclined to linger.
Don't know why Liliana's invisible.
Isn't there something better we could be doing? Killing things, perhaps?
Shut up, baby. Go back to sleep.
I see enemies ahead.
What?
Prisoners escaping! Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Wipe them out!
How's that delayed?
What do you... Wait, you don't belong in here. Guards!
Just murdered everyone in the Tower of Soul.
It is done.
Because why not? We could do that. Just spreading Zevran in here. I would have loved to do all the killing. Back to the estate. Hopefully we're not left in too much of a state. Yeah, it's a shit joke, I'm sorry.
You have excellent taste.
This is a nice estate, isn't it? What's on your mind? I will answer.
This is a nice change from having to sleep in the woods, isn't it? Something I can help with? Yes?
You know, I could get to like this. The last time I came to Denerim, I stayed at an inn so filthy the bedbugs had fleas. What say you? By all means.
I got a moment, sure. What the sod is there to know? You get mad, you fly into battle, and things die. It's pretty simple. The hard part is getting in touch with your rage. We all learn to hold that back. It's why we don't kill every duster. You need to shut that off. For some people, being in battle is enough. Well, for most berserkers, it does. Several years ago, I worked with a berserker on one expedition who just couldn't work himself up. We had to kick him in the stones before he could get going. I'm listening. What about? All right. Aye, all right then.
Then.
Everything in here appears to be breakable. It seems most impractical. It doesn't have better things.
This is not as defensible as I would like, but it will do. You called. Speak, then. Then I suggest we move on. I am hardly surprised. No one has a place. Very well.
If one more servant... What comes, my friend? We are hardly alone, so privacy. And you wish to do this in front of an audience, do you? Come to think of it, I find myself no longer caring.
Great. Lucky to give her one kiss.
Maker's breath. It's good to see you in one piece, my friend.
Indeed. We have been praying for your safe return, Warden.
Is she alright, Nora?
I was uncertain you would respond as you did, considering the consequences. I am glad you did. Thank you. Now, however, we must work together. And quickly. My father has gone mad. I didn't believe it at first, but he is gripped by a paranoia so severe it prevents him from seeing sense. He saw me as a threat, yet even now I'm certain he will be telling the nobles you are dangerous murderers that have kidnapped and mind-controlled me. He may even believe it.
Can he take the throne about you?
Perhaps. It will be more difficult for him, but if my father says the Grey Wardens are the enemy, many will believe it. He is a legend.
It's true. Our position in the Landsmeet is not strong, and this does little to help us.
At least that snake Howe is dead. That alone will not be enough, however. My father is committed to his path. You will need ammunition for the Landsmeet, and there I can help. You have only just arrived in the city, so perhaps you are unaware of some recent events. Denerim has been in turmoil since Ostagar. Many people here are angry or grieving. Strangely, the unrest is worst in the alienage. Few elves accompanied the army. They should have little reason to be upset, which means that Hal and my father must have given them reason. I don't know what is happening there, but I am certain my father has his hands in it.
A useful lead, Honora, but you could have sent this information with your maid.
That is true. I feared for my safety as Hal's prisoner. But to tell the truth, I sent Elena to you because I hoped we might join forces. You need that evidence for the Landsmeet, but you also need a stronger candidate for the throne. You need me.
And what of Alistair?
I have no doubt Alistair is biddable enough, and decent, but even with his blood, he is no king. You think only I can see it? Not only that, Alistair is a Grey Warden. It will look like you are trying to put a Grey Warden on the throne, despite your claims. I am a neutral party, and I am already queen.
Honora, you are indeed Kaelin's widow, but...
I am the daughter of Ferelden's greatest general. Who do you think truly ruled this nation for the last 5 years? Kaelin. I am what this country needs, not an untrained king who does not even want the throne. I can help you stop my father. Consider what I have said. For now, I think I will retire to my room. Warden, when you have a moment, I ask that you speak to me in private.
Well, she's quite spirited. I remember when Loghain first brought her to Denerim. Poor Kaelin was a good boy, but Honora was always 2 steps ahead. Had him jumping when she snapped since the first time she batted her eyelashes. I cannot help thinking she may be trouble, but we should keep her close, all the same.
Why do you think she's trouble?
This is an alliance of convenience. For the moment, we are united against Loghain. Be careful how much trust you place in her. I do not for a moment think Honora means to give up her power easily. Still, I would rather have her where we can watch her than actively working for Loghain.
But I only plan to depose her.
Honora was a capable administrator for Kaelin's lands, but she has not a drop of royal blood. We did not fight the Orlesians all those years just to lose our royal line in a single generation. Not when there's a surviving son of the blood.
Why is it no score on her? How is he better?
Thanks. I'm right here, you know.
His mother was a maid, but his father was Merrick Therin, for whom we all risked our lives to win back the throne. I only wish Merrick had taken more time to instruct the lad in the politics of ruling. I did my best, but we all hoped Kaelin and Honora would secure the succession.
What's the point to put Merrick's son on the throne?
Ferelden was first united by Calenhad, the Silver Knight. For 400 years, his descendants have ruled Ferelden. That was the heritage we preserved from the Orlesians. And it is the heritage I will fight for as long as one of Calenhad's descendants still lives. Without that to unite us, we could scatter back to warring Terniers.
I just know the first thing about being a king.
No, I don't, which I've told both of you on many occasions. If Honora's turned against Loghain, I say let her keep the crown. Looks better on her anyway.
You're both right. With a few months of experience, Alistair will make a fine king. He knows how to lead troops to defend his land. He knows how to stand and fight for justice. He knows how to show compassion to those less fortunate, and how to trust to the Maker's guidance to know right from wrong. And he knows who to turn to for aid, should that training fail him. He will be fine.
Maybe I'll just marry Nora.
Are you serious? No, never mind. I don't even want to hear the rest of this. You two just keep talking about me. I'm going to stand over here with my fingers in my ears.
That would certainly solve a lot of problems, and put forth the strongest argument before the Landsmeet to remove Loghain from power. With Therin blood on the throne, and Honora's wisdom and popularity, Ferelden could present the most united front against the Blight. Unfortunately, the marriage would never happen unless they both agreed to it. And I suspect that might take a lot of persuading to get past her pride and his humility.
Let's talk about someone else.
We certainly have a great deal to plan.
What do you think he's doing in Alienage?
Maker knows what that
What's he doing in my
man is
home?
capable of now.
Sorry. I've got work to do.
Of course, if I might make a suggestion, go speak with Honora. She will either be a powerful ally or a powerful enemy, and the sooner we know which she is, the better.
Hopefully she'll be a powerful ally. Oh, hello, Riordan.
Hello again, friend. It looks as though you're no worse for wear after your stay in Fort Draken.
You jump on a vault again.
It's located just off the Market District in the northern alley past the Old Noble Tavern. I'll sketch out the code which will let you pass the lock wheel. Inside you can take your pick of whatever equipment remains. It is the stockpile the Wardens have kept for centuries for the defense of Denerim.
Did you really know Duncan
We
well?
went through our joining together, more years ago than I like to remember. He was exactly the same back then, tough as stone and just as grizzled. I think he understood sooner than the rest of us how ugly a choice it is to let the few be sacrificed to protect the many. Always left himself a soft spot for his recruits, though. Only way he ever let himself down.
What are you planning now?
When I'm well enough, I'm going to continue my journey toward Ostagar. Hopefully I'll be able to trace the heart of the Blight and where the Archdemon itself abides. If we want to defeat this Archdemon, we need to know where it is and how soon it might strike.
Going along, shouldn't I go with you?
If there were more of us, I would agree. But as it is, I don't think we can deprive all the armies you've gathered of a commander.
I'll learn a bit more about the Warden.
Well, I'd be happy to tell you what I know, but it seems to me that you picked the important parts up yourself. Be firm in your beliefs, protect people from their own ignorance, and be as loyal as you can to your brothers, even knowing you'll share their deaths.
How many Wardens are there?
It's tough to say. Only the fortress in Weishaupt has every record. But there are certainly a few dozen or hundreds in every nation in Thedas. The Anderfells are home to over 1,000. It's almost like the Archdemon chose Ferelden deliberately, knowing how unguarded it is. Once only, and I'd rather not go again. It's far, lad. And very foreign. The Wardens there, they fight Darkspawn like you and me. But they're shaped by the winters there in the forest. They're a cold group and don't care like they should about the rest of the world. Their king is weak, and many Anders look to the Wardens to rule. I hate to say this, but some of them seem to want it that way.
How were the Wardens founded?
It was near 1,200 years ago, and no one knows for sure, except that it began with a group of Anders soldiers. Apparently, they defected from their king's army, vowing that fighting the Blight was more important, and traveled all the way to Tevinter themselves. They were the first ones to track down the Archdemon Dumat, and the ones to slay him, though none survived the battle. But they had picked up followers by then, and it was they who formally founded the Order, and were recognized by Thedas.
How long has it been since the last Blight?
Archdemons don't awaken on their own, you know. It takes the Darkspawn, tunneling and tunneling, searching for centuries to find one. And with no one to lead them, it must be sheer chance, or maybe instinct, which leads them. What's surprising isn't that it takes so long between Blights. What's surprising is that they succeed at all. But I imagine the old gods call to them. And it's that voice in the darkness which drives them through so many generations.
I guess that's all for now.
The important thing to remember is, none of that matters. When you're facing Darkspawn, all you need to know is to stop them at all costs.
Oh, he's just snuggled. No! No! Don't. Bitch. You're about to sleep, okay? He's in a grump now.
Warden, let me know if it...
Alistair?
I haven't been here in a while. They've changed the dining room. Ask away.
Fucking questions.
Of course.
Never mind. I didn't want to ask. You're in a gump now. Are you in a gump now? Just trying to love you. Okay, you get better sick then. Focus on fully focus on sleep and not be petted.
My lady, she will be forever grateful, Warden.
Eleanor?
Hello again, Warden. It is good that you came to speak with me. I will be blunt. I can see that your voice will be a strong one in days to come. It is to you that Eamon listens, and with good reason. My father must be stopped, but once that is done, Ferelden will need a ruler. I would welcome your support for my throne.
Are you proposing an alliance?
That is exactly what I am proposing. When the time comes, you support my bid in the Landsmeet to remain. You will be seen as my father's enemy, yet you will be in support of his daughter. You will be seen as supporting the interests of Ferelden, as opposed to solely those of the Grey Wardens. In return, I add my voice to yours. Do you see? Together we can do what alone we cannot.
I'm just to Logan if you're queen.
He is my father, as well as a great general, who has served his nation well until now. If there is a way for him to live, I would prefer it.
That's supposed to be done, don't you think?
I will always be my father's daughter, but even I know he must pay for his crimes. It will not make me glad, even so. Does that affect your decision? Can we yet come to an arrangement?
Make you You think you're a better candidate than Alistair?
Do you disagree? You are a fellow Grey Warden. What do you think of Alistair's potential to rule? Never mind his willingness.
But a Giga requires more ambition.
Alistair seems like a kind, well-meaning man, and biddable enough. These are admirable qualities, if not kingly ones. He also seems to be a fine Grey Warden, which is exactly why he should remain one and serve the kingdom by defeating the Darkspawn.
Just how do you know so much about them?
Kaelin knew of Alistair. It was Arl Eamon that kept Alistair out of the courts, as Merrick had desired. Oh, there are some who would follow Alistair out of respect for his Therin blood. The others would see this as Eamon grabbing for power. Who else do you think Alistair would turn to for help? Eventually, the nobility would return to the old days of constant warring with each other. Alistair's weakness would destroy everything Merrick built.
What's your turn?
I have ruled this nation on Kaelin's behalf for many years. I am a great queen, and as beloved by my people as I love them. Ferelden needs an effective ruler with experience to see it through the Blight and after. That is not Alistair. What say you then? Your support for mine in the Landsmeet?
Make a case. What should I support you?
For years, I have ruled this kingdom as Kaelin's queen. As much as they loved Kaelin, all of the Banon knew this to be so. Kaelin was a good man, but what is needed now is not another good man, but a good ruler. I sent Alina here not solely because I thought I needed help, but because I saw an opportunity for us both. What say you then? Your support for mine in the Landsmeet?
I think you need more than just your support.
Once I am queen, I will be in a position to grant you whatever you wish. And I shall.
Oh, hi, darling. Make you jump.
I suppose. But I would ask which
I'm
is better,
sorry, young man.
the gratitude of a weak king, or of a strong queen. And even if it is not for you, think of what I could do for the Grey Wardens. Think of what I could do for your people. I trust I have made my point.
We had a strong king beside you.
Tempting. I think, however, that the Landsmeet would never accept an elf as my consort. I can see the benefits of what you propose, perhaps, but... No. It is impossible.
Well, No, he has to. You best very well.
Ignoring that the man looks so much like Kalen, my recently dead husband, if you'll recall, my main fear is that he might govern like Kalen as well. But it is true that Alistair has Theron blood. To some, this is more important even than practical considerations. A union might be considered a compromise, but is this something Alistair even desires?
Sure, forgets anything then.
Consider it forgotten. Now, as for the alliance we were discussing.
I agree, you have my support in the
That is
Landsmeeting.
good to hear. So, we have a deal, Warden. I trust you'll keep your end of the bargain. Now, I suppose, comes the task of dealing with my father. That will be no small feat, of course, but I am certain you already know this. I imagine you have much to do. Is there anything else you needed from me?
Need anything?
No. And while I know your concern is hardly disinterested, still, thank you. You return. Ask me whatever you like.
Does it make you uncomfortable signing against your father?
Of course it does. Do you think me heartless? But how much worse would I be to calmly stay at the side of a man?
Sure, darling.
murdered
I
my
was
husband?
supposed to lift your lap. Don't, bitch! I'm sorry, I'm apologising. Cheeky boy. Do you love Kalen?
It seems a strange word to describe a marriage our parents arranged when he was newly born and I still in swaddling clothes, but yes, I loved him. He was reckless, impetuous, and charming. Had he not been king, he would have made a dashing rogue for a band of players. We were a good pairing. He would not have wanted the burden of ruling any more than I would have liked to remain the silent wife in my husband's shadow.
Oh, shit. Why did Kalen leave and Kalen died, do you know?
Kalen was so idealistic. The world was his storybook and he was the hero. And my father is different. He's an idealist too, but he knows what idealism costs. They often clashed, but never seriously, never for long. Kalen would always come round to Father's way of thinking eventually. And then the Blight came. Kalen dreamed of uniting all the nations of Thedas against the Darkspawn. It was a dream he wouldn't surrender. What my father saw, however, was the boy he had swaddled inviting Orlesian troops back into the land he had fought to free of them. And for once, my poor, foolish husband wouldn't back down.
We should tell Phil what really happened to Kalen.
They would not believe it, most of them, even from my lips. Loghain is a hero they've looked up to their whole lives. Far easier to believe you or me a liar than him a murderer and tyrant. That's why it will be critical to find some way to discredit him before the Landsmeet. We must have proof of my father's crimes for the bands, or they will never believe us.
I'm sorry for your loss.
It was more than just my own loss. But I thank you all the same.
Another question?
Ask me whatever you like.
What did happen after the Landsmeet?
Do you want me to try my luck at fortune-telling? There was
I'll
an
tell us
old
to get
woman
into his own bed now. I
from
just
the
think he's
village
had
of
enough
Warren
of
when I was a child.
being stroked for
She told me that I would have 10 children and be bald as a winter heath when I grew up. I can't say I put much faith in foretelling. What will happen depends much on you, Warden. But you certainly knew that already.
So I feel really rude, but I've got to sort some stuff out. What's the understand Loghain better if possible?
Well, he was once a farmer when he was a boy, if you can believe it. I never could myself. He's useless with plants, for one thing. I remember my mother once asking his help with a sick rose vine. My mother oversaw the rose gardens personally. He touched it. No more than that. And it shed half its leaves like a dog with mange. She never asked for him to help with her roses again. He bought her another one, though. He carried it back from Denerim with the branches overflowing his saddlebag. Despite the thorns tearing him bloody, he wouldn't let anyone else take it. He wanted to be the one to present it to her. My father has his faults, Warden, but he is far from common.
Why doesn't Loghain back down?
Because he believes he is right, Warden. He thinks he is the only one who can see Ferelden out of its current crisis, even if it is one he helped engineer. My father is capable of remarkable blindness, but it stems from his love of Ferelden. That is the saddest part of all, I think.
Is it really beyond reason?
I hope not, but I fear it is so, yes.
Why would he have trusted Al Howe?
Trust would perhaps be putting it too strongly. My father knew what Howe was, and while I despised the man, I knew that father relied on his political mind. I expect my father thought himself above being influenced by the snake. Truly, I wonder how many of these acts stem from Howe and not my father at all. We may never know.
Do you have plans of overthrowing Kellen for Ostergard?
I'm not sure. I had no inkling of my father's plans until Kalen was already dead. I would like to think that my father planned for the worst, but did not truly decide that Kalen was a lost cause until that moment in Ostergard. The alternative is difficult to imagine.
Another question.
Ask me whatever you like.
No, it's okay.
Then I wish you luck, Warden.
I didn't have any more questions, but yeah. Don't know if Logan can be reasoned with. Anyway, we have questions to hand and questions. Ugh. Ooh, talisman, my knee go to sleep. He's a sweet boy, but he can be heavy sometimes. Now, I think we should go.
Yes.
Alistair, Severin, and Ren. Look, boy. Oh, I don't know some cats before.
All men are the work of our maker.
Blessed are the peacekeepers, champions of the just.
Without provocation to the least of his children are ready.
Oh, thanks for getting his staff.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Wrecked from Or's the bar.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting comfy.
Whoever you are, Wait. I know you. My son described you in great detail. He tells me that I owe you his life.
Right, give
See
me.
me at a loss. I suppose I have yet to recover from the shock of seeing Oswin. I am Ban Sigurd of the Dragon's Peak Benorn, and I owe you a debt of gratitude for your kindness to my son. Is there anything you would ask as a reward for saving Oswin?
All I want is you to be against Logan.
Thank you again. Know that I will stand behind you at the Landsmeet with all the support I can muster. In fact, I am taking my supper today with Ban Reginalda of the White River Benorn. I'll speak with her about this at once.
Yeah, I've got quite a bit of money. I don't want to be like greedy and go, oh, give some money.
How fares your brother?
I had hoped to see him while I was in town, but he's made himself scarce. Every time I've called at the Chantry, he's been away. He answers none of my letters.
That doesn't sound like Ermenric. I'm sure he's merely busy.
Perhaps. I'll call at the rectory again tomorrow.
Ostana?
May I help you?
I was asked to give you this.
This is Ermenrig's. Explain yourself. My brother would no more part with this ring than with his head.
You might ask Loghain.
Loghain? What does my brother have to do with him?
He's in the dungeon of the Jarl of Denerim estate.
Dungeon? What? No. I will go to him at once. Someone will answer for this. Take this with my thanks. It has been in my family since the War of Crowns, crafted for us by the Circle of Magi. An heirloom is a small thing compared to my brother's life.
Thank you.
What can I get you, stranger?
I've finished off for one new interested parties.
What can I get you, stranger?
Anyone need help? Must have gone up as well. 5 pieces of garnet, need some more garnet. Where did I get garnet? Oh, where did I get garnet? See if one of the shops will sell them.
Dwarven. Welcome back. Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
You're back. You need something? Oh, yes.
Excuse how it'll be handy for someone.
Be careful with that package, you lazy slut. It's worth more than
We've just requested to do elsewhere, so I better go after the Brazilian forest. Also, I can see if there's some garnet in Fimmy's shop. Oh, but I should think the medicine stop as well. I'll do that after. Oh, I got some to go when he's leveling up. Alright, that's good.
Are you sure I can't? I'm
I'm handling the stuff and stuff.
You are good to your troops, Warden.
Did I tell you all the garnet? Oh my god, I thought I told you all the garnet. About it.
Yes.
Yes. Something.
Need to double check something. I think the best way to find garnet is. Oh, I see. So my best luck is to try and see if it turns up. Now, I've never seen. I don't think I've ever had this happen before. There's a really strange turn of events.
I'll get on it. Right. You've made some important enemies with your little arrows. You're through.
Oh, great. No wonder it's not finished.
It's a mess! No one's getting out alive!
Doubt it, but one of us soldiers need to, oh, I can't read the guy's name. But yeah, one of us soldiers garnets to him. Excuse me. Fairthorn,
You're working hard.
That's how you gone, it's Fairthorn.
We are working hard to make enough.
You know, Win, I have a friend back in Antiva who would be very excited to meet you.
I'm sorry?
Salvail prefers women with experience and maturity. He says they have more substance, are more robust and flavorful.
Does he now?
Indeed. No need to deny it. Zevran knows a fine bird when he sees one.
I am not a bird.
There is no reason to deny yourself the pleasure of male companionship, after all, yes? You might balk now, but I assure you, Salvail is a gentleman of means and quite handsome.
I am going to walk away now. Calmly, coolly. This is to save you the pain of having your brain forcibly removed through your ears.
This must be a Ferelden thing, I swear.
Never heard that before. Excuse me. What do you now? John the question, shall we? Talked about until after the Landsmeeting.
Good to see you all. Fighting the good fight, eh? There's no way you can top that last Ice Wolf. I have one last job. A legendary one. Ban Frandarel is one of the richest men in the entire kingdom. At his grand ball next week, he's displaying some of his priceless treasures. Paintings of old masters, the armaments of the first king of Denerim, and more. Oh, more. Mages have put up magical wards, but I've got a route that will bypass that. Once inside, I've no idea how you'll deal with the guards, but if you do, you'll be rich and infamous. I can't wait to see what people say.
Ooh. One last big massive heist, guys! Feels weird taking Win and me along, but I'd truly be the dark wolf after this.
Finished. Now what do you want?
Don't know what that lever did.
Oh, great. No wonder to stop for lunch, too.
This'll be fun!
Sounds better than later. see a trap. Something. Time for more customers. All right. Get on. I'll get on.
Oh, that fucker's in deep shit when I find him. Hey, sleepy boy. Hold on, what?
I can't do that.
Yes, you can. You're doing it right now.
Watch that. Get off my back? I'll get on it. Got it. Can I get to the ladder so you can get off my back?
Oh, why won't you drop a gun at you assholes?
Done. Anything else?
I can't believe Banfranderel fooled me. His guards almost nabbed you. I feel like a bloody fool, I do. Listen, I have to go. Here's your coin back. I won't take a silver because of the way that went down. Give me some time and come back. We'll get our revenge, we will.
Thank God they're giving him money back. I'm pissed off they didn't.
It's so nice to be in civilization. You can't buy Orlesian silks anywhere.
Wait.
What can I get you, stranger?
No.
What can I get you, stranger?
This shield. It's Duncan's, isn't it? That's his crest.
I thought you might want it.
Thank you. Truly, I had no idea his shield wasn't with him. This is perfect. I don't know how else to express my gratitude. This means a great deal to me. I can't believe you remembered it at all.
Of course I remembered.
I'll treasure this. Thank you.
Dearie. Let's see what the shop has in. I'm just afraid this what's there.
Welcome to the...
Oh no, I'm thinking of the wrong thing, aren't I? I'm thinking of, oh god, what it's called now. I'm thinking of, I'm brain. I'm thinking of the quartermaster, aren't I? Come on. Let's go visit the quartermaster. Screw it, let's go visit the quartermaster.
I'm sure you need supply.
Shit.
I'm sure you need supply.
Yes, that's look for.
I'm sure you need supply.
Alright, keep getting distracted. Let's go to the aliens.
Be careful with that package.
There was a riot in Higham last night.
Support Morgan. And again, fix to disapprove of the decisions made. Oh, the lost courier.
We are grateful.
We're not going to be mobbed, right? That's not something elves do here. Mob people.
We told you to stay out of our area.
Excuse me?
You too good to listen to elves?
Someone's coming. Get away from me, you crazy knife ear!
What's that about?
Is that a joke? Just leave me alone.
Dad? Dad? Sauce?
Cousin? Welcome home. Come in, come in. We assumed you were with the other wardens at Ostagar. Things, have been difficult since you've been gone.
What happened here?
Arl Howe led a purge. Vengeance for Vaughn's death, they say.
How many died?
I don't know. After the purge came some sort of pestilence. It's hard to say who was killed by soldiers and who fell to disease.
Where's my father?
The healers took him into quarantine a few days ago. I'm sorry, cousin. Arl Howe led a purge. Vengeance for... She went to the hospice a week ago. They said she had the plague. I didn't believe it. I mean, she was fine. But they took her to quarantine. I haven't seen her since.
Are you sure she couldn't have been sick?
I don't know for certain. But Valor seemed to be in perfect health.
Where's his quarantine?
A house on the north side of the square. You can't miss it, cousin. There's a huge crowd there now.
I have to go.
Did you need something, cousin?
Is the lounge still open?
Alarith wouldn't close his shop even if the maker arrived and started juggling in the square.
I better go.
All right.
Bathroom D and the floors.
Spare a silver for a war veteran?
Where you get injured, soldier?
Ostagar. Darkspawn took off half my foot.
I'll just get you off the street.
Oh, Andraste, bless you, sir. I won't forget your face. No, I won't. Now that is a big trade. I wonder if the children get to climb it.
Gibberish, not as if you'd ever know.
Mama never came back from Iowa. What's taking her so long?
Oh, if you do the Human Noble mission, that is a character you meet's daughter.
What day is it?
Hello, Swallow.
Is someone there? Maker's blessing to you, child. Be not afraid. I still have some sight to see you by.
Well, who are you?
It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I am Sir Otto. I am a Templar. I lost my sight in a battle with a powerful Maleficar. He called flame from the air and burned my face. The scars have healed, but my sight will never recover.
I'm sorry.
Don't be. Many of my brethren died in that battle.
What's a Templar doing here?
We'd heard rumors that there's an enclave of Maleficarum hidden in the alienage.
Only because if I'm lurking.
Sadly, not anymore. But I have years of hard-won experience. Often the chase is as difficult as the resolution. So I do the Maker's work in whatever way I can.
Why didn't they send some more healthy?
I volunteered for it. I was most adamant. I took my vows to serve the Chantry, not sit idly by.
You find anything?
I have found no evidence of Maleficarum in the alienage. However, there is something else. This place, it's scarred like me. When I came here, I immediately could feel an air of hopelessness, despair. But over time, I felt the wrongness runs far deeper than that.
What do you mean?
I don't know. But the feeling of wrongness never wanes. And so I attempt to puzzle it out. I don't suppose I could impose upon you.
I'll gladly help.
It took patience, but some elves opened up to me, and I've heard their sad tales. But I found no real evidence to support my fears. Ears alone have done all they can. I was hoping you could be my eyes. Look around the alienage for anything out of the ordinary.
Anywhere where I can stop my shirts?
None. I thank you for humoring me on this. If I am wrong, I will rightly feel the fool. You seem capable. I have hope that you will find what I seek. Maker watch over you, child. What have you found?
I'll keep looking.
Didn't the wedding teach you people anything? Nobody was coming here to help you.
The house has eyes. You're not one of the bad men, are you? I just want to make Grandma happy.
Bad men?
The housemen. They came the night of shouting. All of us orphans were in there. And the blood. Oh, the blood. Still bleeding. Poor animals. Poor us.
Are you talking about the riots?
So many died. So many. The orphanage is all dead now.
Sorry. By the animals.
Dogs hear the bad men too. They make the dogs so confused, so angry. poor little pups barking at the noise. Make them stop.
Who's your
Never
grandmother?
met her, but she protected me. But I lost her amulet. Grandma, make the voices go away.
What did the voices say?
Everything and nothing. They thirst for blood. More blood. The bad men in the house.
Anything I can do to help?
No, sir. No, sir, indeed. Don't go into the orphanage. The bad men will take you too.
She wants to be queen. I get
Shit.
it. I don't trust her any more than her father, but I get it.
What do you think of her?
They say that Honora is smart, determined. She's supposedly the one who's really ruled here, not Kaelin. She's her father's daughter. Me? I say that's where the problem lies. People like her and her father always think they're the only ones who can fix things. So everyone should just stay out of their way. What do you think? When the Landsmeet comes, you might even have a say.
You think they'll listen to an elf?
I think they'll listen to a Grey Warden. One who just might save this country yet. Ask away. Of course.
What say you? By all means.
So they're speaking to anyone? Oh, we better go talk to Certo.
How can you be here? How many of our brothers and sisters and children have these men already taken?
Don't stare at me. What have you found?
A beggar said there are bad men in the
The
orphanage.
riot took its toll not only on the body, but on the mind as well. I know of whom you speak, although she opened up more to you than me. And her poor orphanage. A sad tale, that. Did you find anything else?
There's a dead rabbit. One of the dogs went feral.
Not unprecedented. I have heard of similar problems throughout Denerim. That's by the orphanage, right? A sad place. Did you find anything else?
Pools of blood that smell of rotten
There's
eggs.
been no fighting in the alienage recently. Which means the blood is not congealing. I suppose there could be some explanation for it. One odd thing I am willing to believe, but two is no coincidence. Let's head to the orphanage. Both of your clues were near there.
I showed up for this?
I'm sure your friends can keep me safe. I have faith in you. Let us proceed. The feeling is intense here. This is the right place. I know not if it's the work of the Maleficarum, but there is definitely evil here. You go first. I will follow.
Isn't there something better we could be doing? Killing things, perhaps?
Be careful. It seems anything can happen.
I actually hit a button too far.
Do you hear me, Sir Willem, Sir Willem? I'm a falling, Sir Willem today. I'm a maiden, Sir Willem. But I'm dying, Sir Willem, in pain.
Thanks for the creepy wine, kid. Ghost.
No.
What say you?
I can't do that. I can't do that.
They look like
Something is coming.
As you wish.
Very focus on my cannon so I can get some more critical hits. Let's finish the Bard's tree, shall we?
Naked villainy.
What's the difference between the song?
What's on your mind? It is.
This is the center of it.
Mortal, you do not belong here!
Blessed be the Maker and his prophet Andraste.
Your pathetic maker is nothing compared to my glory!
I command you, show yourself, demon. Hide in the shadows no more.
You dare to command me? Let us see if your precious maker can protect you now, worm!
Now it's better than later.
Oh, thank you. That's very nice.
That about wraps it up. I can't do that.
We won. At one time, I considered myself quite the warrior. But you accomplished here what I never could. But something still isn't right. I feel there is more to this. Nearby, the building next to us. I can feel it. Just on the other side of this wall. Let us go.
Oh look, some more fun to be had. Is there a ladder so you can get off my back?
Interesting. I don't want to go yet. Please. It's so cold.
I'll get on. Now is better than later.
Uh-oh. Oh, there he is.
May the Maker shelter his children as we journey.
Done now. Are you happy? Finished. Now what do you want? I'll get on. Die already! Can I get to the ladder?
Weird why Sorato's not following us. At least he's alive.
Leave me alone. Just go. Voices will protect me. They will.
How invigorating that was.
You are safe?
Though the Golden City has fallen, I have seen your face and your light. I am...
Save your pedantic chant for your sermons, Templar. You have killed my brood.
The Maker compels you. Show yourself.
The Maker? There is no Maker. There is no Golden City. But there are demons. Yes.
I hear not your blasphemy. By Andraste and all the divine after her, I order you to face me.
You delusional fool! Save your...
I'll get on it. Now it's better than later. Can I get to the ladder? Get off my back? Done. Anything else?
The goal.
Save your...
I hear...
Ask away.
The quest is glitched.
We have done it.
I'll get on it.
Oh shit! I have to shit. Sorry, I missed. So I've been tragically murdered. I'm so sorry. I fucked up. So I skipped. Oh, hello.
Oh, it's good to see you again, friend. You were so generous to me before, and these are other veterans.
I'm an orphan.
Oh, and an orphan. Please, my lord, can you spare some coin?
Are you really a veteran?
I am insulted. A veteran campaigner, am I? And Oli is as bereft of parents as anyone's ever been.
My mom is especially dead.
No need to mention that, Oli. Will you help us? Oh, you're too kind. Just too kind.
The Maker preserve you.
Long live the good sir!
Bless you, sir.
May the divine herself pray for you.
There you go.
The bad men. They are quiet. They call for blood no more.
Is this ambulance yours? I found it in the orphanage.
It's my grandmother's. You found it, sir. May I have it?
Here you go.
I feel like a mist is leaving. Oh, thank you, sir. I have to live my life. I've got children at home. I can't wait out here for another day.
So go home. The best thing you can do for your children is not trust these charlatans.
Everyone remain calm. We will help as many as we can today, so long as we can do this in an orderly fashion.
Oh, you're helping us, are you, Shem? Like Valendrian and my uncle Syrian, you helped them, didn't you? Helped them never to be seen again.
We've explained this to you before, girl. More whining will not persuade us to let you into the quarantine to carry plague back out to the alienage.
Quit trying to get us all killed, Shiani. Some of us have still got things to live for.
If this spell of theirs works, why are half the people they quarantine perfectly healthy?
Shiani, is that really you?
I don't believe it. Maker's breath. They said all the Grey Wardens died with the king. Everyone thought... Valendrian even held a funeral for you. Cousin, you have no idea the things that happened after your wedding. I'm babbling, aren't I? I'm so happy to see you. So much has happened. It's good you're home.
Haven't seen my father anyway.
Well, maybe we should go somewhere so you can be sitting down when I tell you this.
Do I want to hear this?
No. Nobody would want to hear this. But you have to know. The Tevinters quarantined your father yesterday. I told him not to go to the hospice. Not one elf they've taken in there has come out again. Who knows what's become of them?
How long does quarantine go? Oh, no, tell me about this plague.
It came from the Blight. That's what they say, anyhow. People fleeing the Darkspawn brought it with them. After the refugees arrived, people here got sick. And these Tevinter vultures began circling, taking people out of the alienage a few at a time.
Well, what can Devinters do about plague?
They say the sickness spreading here is a blight disease that they saw in the Imperium ages ago. Magic can't just make it go away, but it can keep you from getting it if you're healthy. So every day, new people line up to be magicked. And every day, the Tevinters pull someone out of the line and take them to quarantine.
All these people are healthy?
Not all of them. Some of them are obviously ill. It's just so few seem to be sick compared to all the seemingly healthy people they take.
Doesn't mean they aren't carrying the plague.
I'm not an educated Tevinter healer. I may not know everything, but I know that there's something wrong with all this, cousin. You have to believe me.
Let me look at this. Shiani did everything less.
I knew you'd do something, cousin. Make her watch over you.
We go to our own store. Want to sell some shit.
Well, well, look who's here. Welcome home. When we heard what happened at Ostagar, we assumed the worst. Have you been to see Shiani and Soros yet? And would it kill you to let us know you're alive once in a while? What, is a Grey Warden too important to visit family?
That's all.
He's staying at your father's house. I'm not surprised you haven't seen him yet.
What do you mean?
There are good people in this world who just can't sleep nights unless they can put a reason to everything that happens. They had to blame somebody for the soldiers. And you weren't here, lad. They pointed their fingers at Soros, said it was the two of you who brought this down on our heads. They've spit, sworn, and thrown rocks at the lad, and that's a friendlier folk. Soros has been staying out of sight lately.
Are you still in business?
I might have a few things for sale. Off the record, of course.
Hey, young one. No, you're waking up.
There is no need to push. We will work our spell for each person in... Hysarians, mercy. How long have you been ill, man? You should have come here days ago.
The rest of you must stay back. Only the sick are permitted inside.
Come with us. Awaiting orders.
What's this?
We've got another one.
Wait. That's the one the Regent's looking for. One of the Grey Wardens. 5 sovereigns are the one who brings down the Warden.
Can I get you a ladder? Can you get off my back? I'll get over. You'll get no mercy from me!
Boom, bitches.
It is done. Help us, please! We're not sick! Let us out of here!
I'm getting out of here.
Thank you. I knew the things they said about you weren't true.
What's my father?
They took him a few hours ago, through the back alley with the others.
Just get out of here.
You don't have to say that twice. That about wraps it up.
They're pissed off.
Now is better than later.
Not going anywhere. So
I won't go to the hospice.
You can't make me.
I said I was going to do Landsmeeting today, but I think I might have accidentally told a lie.
I can't find my daughter. I told her not to wander too far from the house.
Who's there? Stay away!
Calm down, I just want to ask questions.
I can't say nothing. Please, just go. I don't want trouble.
Is some corn change in mine?
All right. I saw them take everyone. Took them right out of their beds. Dragged them down the hallways. Maker, the little one's crying.
Is she my father, Syrian, an older
They
man?
took him through here yesterday. Looked like a dead man.
Where's heading, everyone?
Through the landlord's old office. They go in there, they
Pardon me.
never come back.
What was mission?
Every few days, they come back. It's like a parade, a silent one. Men and women and children. You have to go. They'll be back soon. They'll find out I talked and they'll take me too. Please, just go.
Don't worry, I'll kill these bastards.
Finished. Now what do you want? Done. Anything else?
Got nosy one, aren't you? We'll fix that.
Now's better than later. get off my back? All right. Now's better than later. I'll get on it. Got it.
Oh, I thought he was dead before I went attacking him. Really getting peed off as no more garnets. Oh.
It is done. That about wraps it up.
What's this? Another shipment already? We weren't... Wait. You're no Tevinter. Who are you supposed to be?
Who are you supposed to be, dickhead?
Quick, get them, hurry!
Oh look, more fun. Later. Right, all right. It's a massacre and no one's getting out alive! Got it.
What is the meaning of this? We were told that there would be no interference from the authorities.
Do you look like one of the authorities?
No, you look like an elf with more curiosity than sense. You will regret this, you know. Believe it or not, we have been given dispensation to do our business here. The humans talk a great deal about how very wrong slavery is. But isn't it funny how quickly the smell of gold overcomes such ideals?
Sure enough, how could you be part of this?
So this makes us kin? Don't be a fool. I am Tevinter first, and a servant of the Minrathu Circle second. Those are the things that matter. But enough. I am here to halt your slaughter, nothing more.
Then step aside, I'll be my next
I am
victim.
no fool. I can see that you are capable. So be it. I will let Caladrius deal with you while I fetch the Regent's men. I suggest you leave while you still can.
I see a trap. I see a trap. I see a trap.
My intimidation worked. Better someone some help. Barry! Well, Barry.
We are attacked.
The ladder? I see a trap. I'll get on it. All right. Done now. Are you happy?
Oh, small. Okay. On it? Nope. Nope. Darn it. Shit's sake.
I am Caladrius, and you, I assume, must be the Grey Warden I've heard so much about.
You heard of me?
One can hardly get a word out of the Regent besides Warden these days. It's surpassed even gold in popularity.
Pardon me, how do you know Lodang?
Yes, you would be curious about that, wouldn't you? I've heard that you're trying to erode Logain's support. It must be a difficult task, yes, like washing away a mountain. Perhaps you could use some help.
Do you have equipment of Logain?
More of an arrangement, truth be told. One that disappears the moment angry armed intruders storm my abode. Truth be told, there was always a limit to how long we were going to be able to operate here. We've paid for many of Logain's troops, but once the Landsmeet is done, we become inconvenient. So, here is my offer. 100 sovereigns from you for a letter with the seal of the Terran of Guaren upon it, implicating him in all of this. Then, we leave a few days earlier than planned with our profits and remaining slaves unharmed.
I suggest you look those elves in the eyes before you agree to have them hauled off to slavery, my friend.
I feel dirty. We're not considering this, are we?
Bit of a deal. You must admit it's better than resorting to barbarism, isn't it? Yes? I have a counter offer.
Interesting.
You all leave everything and get out of here with your hides.
Now, that's not much of a deal, is it? Let's do this the hard way, then. Men, shall we?
I see enemies ahead.
It seems your reputation is an accurate one. I surrender.
Perhaps you should be left to the mercy of these elves.
No, wait! Hear me out, kind sir. Were I to use the life force of the remaining slaves here, I could augment your physical health a great deal. Allow me to leave this place alive, and I would be more than happy to do this little service for you.
Little service? He is talking of blood magic. Surely you would not consider such a thing.
No, I wouldn't.
Most wise.
Then, I don't suppose you would consider just letting me go?
No, I suppose I wouldn't.
Ah. Well, that is a shame, isn't it?
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back? Right,
Will you?
son? Is it really you? When they said all the Grey Wardens died at Ostagar, I prayed they were wrong. Are you all right? What are you doing here?
I couldn't let them hurt my family.
I suppose I shouldn't be surprised. You're so much like your mother.
You really think so?
She'd be... well, proud really doesn't describe it. This isn't a good place to talk. Come to the house. There's something I should give you. Let me get a look at you. Maker, don't they feed you, Wardens? You're all skin and bones.
Sure as much as you think it was you were gone?
You hear that, Saurus? No, everything's fine. If it looks a little messy, it's because I had to pull up the floorboards to get this out for you. It belonged to your mother. I think you should have it now. I know you'll do great things. You already do. Sit down and eat something. Don't they feed Grey Wardens? You're all bones.
Finished. Now what do you want?
Cousin, you're amazing. Which I shouldn't say to your face because it'll go to your head, but it's true. Are you sticking around for a while? You're staying for dinner, aren't you? You'd better. I'll weasel a bottle of wine from Alarth and we can catch up.
How do you know you're not an excuse? But how do I know you're not an excuse to get drunk?
Who needs an excuse? I know. You still have work to do, Blight to end and all that. But when this is all over, we are going to get very drunk to celebrate. Promise?
I promise.
I'll hold you to that, cousin.
Done. It is done. Finished. Now what do you want?
There he is! Now, no crowding. Let the good sir breathe.
There are a lot of unfortunates in the alienage, sir. Many veterans, orphans, the diseased, and sad tales of all sorts.
I still don't have my parents.
Yes, sir. And poor Oli still doesn't have his parents. Anything you can spare would be appreciated.
The whole lot of you are beggars.
After the riot, many people were left without a home, sir. Don't have a copper between us.
You're like a hero here, good sir. Oli and I hadn't eaten for a week before you showed up.
You wanna follow to find out what?
I, found it.
You aren't a real beggar.
All I heard was there was free coin over here. Fine.
Every one of us. Except the one you rightly pointed out. All of us are unfortunates.
Someone has to help you.
Huzzah! Huzzah for the hero of the Denerim!
All of us are eating tonight.
Did you need something, cousin?
That's Yanni.
She spends most of her time at the hospice screaming obscenities at the Devinters. You can't miss her.
There we go.
Sit down and eat something. Don't they feed Grey Wardens?
Oh, he's stuck on a loop. Anyway. Dad. Look at the sleepy boy. Hello. It's lovely.
You have my thanks.
Okay, everyone is leveling up now.
Ah, there you are. I was about to send out a search party. I've been hearing of a great commotion in the alienage. What exactly happened there?
Logan was clobbering with a Devinter slaver.
Make her forgive me. I should be appalled that such a thing could exist here. But I'm overjoyed you can implicate Loghain. We must end the civil war quickly. What the Blight does not corrupt in this land, Politics surely will. The last of our allies have arrived in the city. We cannot delay any longer. I will call for the Landsmeeting to convene. Bring Alistair and join me at the palace as soon as you are ready, Warden.
Yes.
Indeed.
It's time for the Landsmeeting to begin. Excuse me.
Dwarven crafts. Welcome back. Is there something else you'd like to look at?
Go to the Landsmeeting though. Oh no, I'm trying to quickly discovering the what to do.
As there is but one God, one God.
Those.
There is but one God, and He is our Maker. They are sinners who have given
Everything keeps distracting me today. Like we're trying to do the Landsmeeting today, but it's just like more and more likely it's going to be the next episode. Oh dear.
Oh, bless you. Bless you.
All right, all right.
Quest is finished.
Another victory for the Regent at Larcus Valley, so everyone's saying.
Need a message delivered? None far from Denver.
The Major's Good to see you again.
Okay. You're okay when I do something again. Give a bundle of testimony to terrorists and Denham who. Got a couple of quests to hand in. Oh, it's good down there.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from...
Your efforts are greatly appreciated.
Oh God! I feel so torn now.
Dwarven crafts. Fine dwarven crafts. Direct from Orzammar.
You see, my guy would be the guy who would defend the rights of the mages. That's why we're going all the way to Redcliffe. I haven't got any garnets there. Hello, Sleepy.
And here you are again. More generosity from my friends at the Collective.
Got a package from you from the Maze Collective.
Oh, yes, of course. I'll see to this matter personally. Consider it handled, my friend. Good day.
Those are the stalls here. I said another thing like, Landsmeeting up to today. What Landsmeeting up to today? That's not gonna happen. Oh dear. Well, at least it'll be more than Landsmeeting, it'll be the finale.
Anything I can get you?
I should have got that. I could have grabbed them. 3 diamonds. Crystals. I gotta grab them. Oh no. I mean, not have fucked up the Blackstone regulars. I'll do. There may be a time where we visit this game in the future. Maybe.
A little something extra for friendship. Good to see you again.
Hey, sleepy boy.
You're welcome here, friend.
I don't have what I want. Come on, I did check Bernard Fiddick, didn't I? I double check Bernard Fiddick, but I'm 99% sure I did him already. If I have, I apologise. So after Landsmeeting, I don't think we get a chance to do anything else.
Something you need? I'm sure.
No. Might get a bunch of thoughtful gifts there. I'll probably get it off stream. I never get a chance to, but I will.
You will have the best equipped army Ferelden has ever seen.
Yes.
Indeed.
Oh god, he's attacking me now. Oh no, it's Voltec. Let's see if Voltec's got
Yeah. Fine weapon and arm.
Don't go take him. It's not 100% run save. If I don't get them, oh well. But it is getting really, really close. So I don't know if I'm trying to think how long the Landsmeeting is.
Warden, I am not surprised it has come to this. And Alistair, if you were even remotely worthy of being called Merrick's son, you would already be in the Landsmeeting, now wouldn't you? You have torn Ferelden apart to oppose the very man who ensured you were born into freedom. But do not think you will get past me to desecrate the Landsmeeting itself. The nobles of Ferelden will confirm my lord as regent, and we can finally put this to rest once you are gone.
I can support a man who killed your king.
Cailan was a fool. He grew up a spoiled child in his ancestors' palace. He never knew what it was to be hunted, to starve. Maybe the Grey Wardens killed him, or maybe my lord let him die of his own foolishness. Either way, it may have saved Ferelden.
How can you justify letting our Hal torture his subjects?
You think war is simple, don't you, Warden? You only fight monsters. No one sheds a tear over the death of an ogre. Torture is an ugly business. But sometimes it's the only way to learn what your enemy intends. And it is much harder to tell who the enemy is when all of them look like you.
To support his war? He sold his own people into slavery.
What was he supposed to do? You and Eamon were harassing him at every side, forcing him to empty the treasury to fight you. He never wanted a civil war. After Cailan died, everyone was supposed to rally, come together to fight the Darkspawn without crying to Orlais for aid. He never anticipated Merrick's bastard would challenge the throne and force this war.
Sometimes I'm sure you can do that.
I can end the threat you pose to Ferelden.
To arms, men!
Danger approach.
Time for the Landsmeeting.
I can't do that. I can't do that.
Thank you.
My lords and ladies of the Landsmeet, Tyrn Loghain would have us give up our freedoms, our traditions, out of fear. He placed us on this path, yet we should place our destiny in his hands? Must we sacrifice everything good about our nation to save it?
Yeah, come on, guys, woo woo!
A fine performance, Aemon. But no one here is taken in by it. You would attempt to put a puppet on the throne, and every soul here knows it. The better question is who will pull the strings.
Ah! Here we have the puppeteer. Tell us, Warden, how will the Orlesians take our nation from us? Will they deign to send their troops, or simply issue their commands through this would-be prince? How much Ferelden blood does Orlesian gold buy these days?
The Blight is the foot here, not Orlais!
There are enough refugees in Mybanor now to make that abundantly clear.
The south is fallen, Loghain. Will you let Darkspawn take the whole country for fear of Orlais?
The Blight is indeed real, Wolf. But do we need Grey Wardens to fight it? They claim that they alone can end the Blight, yet they failed spectacularly against the Darkspawn at Ostagar. And they asked to bring with them 4 legions of Chevaliers. And once we open our borders to the Chevaliers, can we really expect them to simply return from whence they came?
You allowed Rendon Howe to imprison and torture innocents.
The Warden speaks truly. My son was taken under cover of night. The things done to him, some of them are beyond any healer's skill.
Howe was responsible for himself. He will answer to the Maker for any wrongs committed in this life, as must we all. But you know that. You were the one who murdered him. Whatever Howe may have done, he should have been brought before the Seneschal. There is no justice in butchering a man in his home.
No? Then why did you send a blood mage to poison our Eamon?
I assure you, Warden, if I were going to send someone, it would be my own soldiers. I would not trust to the discretion of an apostate.
Indeed, my brother tells a very different tale. He says you snatched a blood mage from the Chantry's justice. Coincidence?
Do not think the Chantry will overlook this, Tyrn Loghain.
Suck it,
Interference
Loghain!
in a Templar's sacred duties is an offense against the Maker.
Whatever I have done,
Boom!
I will answer for later. At the moment, however, I wish to know what this Warden has done with my daughter.
what I've done, I protected her from you!
You took my daughter, our queen, by force, killing her guards in the process. What arts have you employed to keep her? Does she even still live?
I believe I can speak for myself. Lords and ladies of Ferelden, hear me. My father is no longer the man you know. This man is not the hero of Riverdane.
Yes!
This man turned his troops aside and refused to protect your king as he fought bravely against the Darkspawn. This man seized Kaelin's throne before his body was cold and locked me away so I could not reveal his treachery. I would have already been killed, if not for this Grey Warden.
Listen to Nora. Loghain is Paraman!
So, the Warden's influence has poisoned even your mind, Enora. I wanted to protect you from this.
My lords and ladies! Our land has been threatened before! It's been invaded and lost and won times beyond counting. We Fereldans have proven that we will never truly be conquered so long as we are united. We must not let ourselves be divided now. Stand with me, and we shall defeat even the Blight itself!
Southreach stands with the Grey Wardens.
Boom! The Warden helped me personally in a family matter.
Waking Sea stands with the Grey Warden.
Dragon's Peak supports the Warden!
The Western Hills throw their lot in with the Wardens. Make her help us.
I stand by Loghain. We've no hope of victory otherwise.
I stand with the Warden. The Blight is coming. We need the Grey Wardens.
The announcement against you, Loghain. Step down. Gracefully.
Traitors! Which of you stood against the Orlesian Emperor when his troops flattened your fields and raped your wives? You fought with us once, Eamon. You cared about this land once, before you got too old and fat and content to even see what you risk. None of you deserve a say in what happens here. None of you have spilled blood for this land the way I have. How dare you judge me?
Call off your men and we'll settle this honorably.
Then, let us end this. I suppose we both knew it would come to this. When we first met at Ostagar, I would never have thought so, but Ostagar seems like it happened in another lifetime to someone else. A man is made by the quality of his enemies. Marek told me that once. I wonder if it's more a compliment to you or me. Enough! Let the Landsmeet declare the terms of the duel.
It shall be fought according to tradition. A test of arms, in single combat until one party yields. And we, who are assembled, will abide by the outcome.
Will you face me yourself, or have you a champion?
Seven will fight for me.
Am I the only one who sees the irony in this? Oh well, I do love to work in front of an audience.
Then prepare your champion and let us see an end to this.
Coming in, Severin. Coming in, Zev.
Watch now. On it.
Your champion has won. I concede.
I accept your surrender.
I didn't just hear you say that. You're going to let him live? After everything he's done? Kill him already!
Wait. There is another option. The Taean is a warrior and general of renown. Let him be of use. Let him go through the joining.
You want to make him a warden? Why?
There are 3 of us in all of Ferelden. And there are compelling reasons to have as many wardens on hand as possible to deal with the Archdemon.
The joining itself is often fatal, is it not? If he survives, you gain a general. If not, you have your revenge. Doesn't that satisfy you?
Absolutely not! Riordan, this man abandoned our brothers and then blamed us for the deed. He hunted us down like animals. He tortured you! How can we simply forget that?
Alexa, stop!
You can't do this.
Logan.
My father may have been wrong, but he is still a hero to the people.
Honora. Hush. It's over.
Stop treating me like a child. This is serious.
Daughters never grow up, Honora. They remain
Bye,
6
darling.
years old with
Nearly over.
pigtails and skinned knees forever.
Guys, I look forward to see. Come on in.
Father.
Just make it quick, Warden. I can face the Maker knowing that Ferelden is in your hands.
Unless you want to do this.
I will. I owe that to Duncan.
That's why you're doing it. You tired?
So it is decided. Alistair will take his father's throne.
I accept this decision. I will be king, if the Landsmeet will have me.
Honora, the Landsmeet has decided against you. You must now swear fealty to our king, and relinquish all claim to the throne for yourself and your heirs.
If you think I will swear that oath, Eamon, you know nothing of me.
Alistair wants to be king. Oh. Oh god. Little man's hungry as well. We've just talked about her, Alistair.
I suppose that's true.
I did hardly.
We cannot leave Ferelden in a state of civil war. We must have unity. If she will not swear fealty to you, Alistair, and renounce her claim to the throne, she is a threat to us all.
Put her in the tower for now. If I fall against the Blight, then she can have her throne. If not, then we'll see.
You would give me a chance for the throne after all this?
I said if I fall, Honora. If I fall, the throne falls to you. I won't kill you while there's a chance that could happen. Somebody has to treat this Blight seriously.
That is uncharacteristically wise of you.
Yes, well, don't let it get around. I have a reputation.
Very well, then. Guards, take her away.
Now, to celebrate our new king.
Highness, would you address the Landsmeet?
Oh, that will be me, right?
I wait till after Alistair speaks. Sorry, Alistair.
I never knew him, but from all I've heard of my father, what defined him was his commitment to protecting this land.
Get to the Blight already.
I was getting there. Anyway, the Blight, yes. I may be Merrick's son,
Cedric,
but I am also a Grey Warden. I took an oath. I swore I would stand and fight the Darkspawn, no matter the cost to myself. I can't break that oath just to wear the crown. I have to go with my fellow Warden to face the Blight. When the Blight is over, I'll come back and take up my duties, whatever they are, as king. Until then, I think Al Eamon will have to be my regent.
Then I can do Merrick's memory no less honor than you do. I accept. And may the Maker bless your efforts against the Darkspawn.
My fellow Grey Warden will, I hope, take Loghain's place as the leader of my armies. Shall we finish this thing together?
We'll beat this blight as Kalen dreamed.
Everyone, get ready to march. It's going to take all of Ferelden's strength to survive this blight. But we will face it, and we'll defeat it! We'd better get going. Ferelden is depending on us.
And now to celebrate the new king. For he is the Himber King! Hurrah, hurrah, hurrah for the Himber King! And what it is to be a glorious thing, to be the Himbo King!
You mean the king? After all this is over with, they're actually going to put me on the throne. I'm going to be the king.
Congratulations.
Cute. I suppose I would have been mad about this before. But since our talk, after seeing my sister, well, perhaps this isn't so bad. This was always a possibility. I always feared it, but maybe there's nothing to fear. I might actually make a good king. You never know. I tell you what, though. I'll make a far better king if I have the right people by my side to help me once I'm on the throne. People like you.
If you want me there, of course I will.
Good. Then it's settled. Arleman has left for Redcliffe. He says the army has gathered there and is almost ready to march. As soon as we're ready, we should head to Redcliffe ourselves. The blight awaits, right?
And with that, we have ended this episode of Dragon Age. Next time, we won't be hit at, probably won't be, sorry, I'm tongue-tied because I don't know where exactly we'll be starting next. But, it will be the finale. Hope you enjoyed this super long edition of, not super long, but a slightly longer edition. And before we go, I think someone should do the outro. Daddy! Dad! Me! There you go. Dad wants to do the outro. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the like button and subscribe. Ring the bell for notifications. If you're watching this on Twitch, give us a follow in the description. Don't let me go hungry. I'll see you next time, and we're going to be raiding Tamsin, so... See you guys next time. Bye bye.